What is going on? I'm very, very late. You can call me zmoT. Nonetheless, we are going to do War Factory. I completely and utterly forgot it was War Factory Day. I've done a bunch of operation attacks, done some warships. Anyways, it's War Factory Day. This one, SIMO. SIMOs just make everything more complicated. For those of you, for the one person who commented a couple days ago about smoke and how terrible it is, SIMOs and microwavers definitely work well against smoky troops. This SIMO in particular is going to be a complete and utter pain. Low levels, we're going to get some rocket launchers. We're going to get rid of those. Might just go to the right. We can farm all sorts of gunboat energy over there with clone riflemen. Probably would be a great way to go. But we're just going to see just how much we can do. So SIMO's range is there. Everspark's range is 10.5 tiles, so we should be able to hack all of the rockets except for this one right here, which would totally simplify all of this stuff. So without further ado, let's get going. I'm going to go something like this, hopefully not screw it up too badly, because you know I'm going to screw it up a little bit. And I find that screwing it up actually helps many of you, so that's why I do it. That way you don't have to be perfect to follow my attacks. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Nonetheless, we're going to hack. We're going to do it. Uh-oh, just lost cable. Just lost cable. Okay, we managed to get the double hack and the cable reconnected. Now, what we need to do is at the utter last second, I'm going to flare that rocket launcher right there. Everspark's going to walk in. Looks like SIMO might have got her, but the fact that we managed to stay out of the range there worked out very well. I think that SIMO turned towards her. We'll have to watch the replays, but nonetheless, we're going to damage this rocket right here. That's going to be critical later on. Also, we're going to damage this stuff. What the heck, might as well. Just a note, Everspark can't hack prototypes, so damaging prototypes, not a big deal when you're bringing Everspark in. Wanted to quickly watch that replay just to see if that SIMO actually did turn towards us. We can go 4 times mode here, quickly. And then we're going to pause in a second or so. We're going to wait till that smoke gets to about there. Then we're going to go like this and just see if that SIMO turns to shoot her in the face. Looks like it didn't. Looks like SIMO did not, so you should be able to hack all 3 of those without a concern. Might be better to damage the left 2 and then flare that right one. That way you're in range of all 3 at all times. But just be aware, double hacking near a shock blaster doesn't go super duper well for many people. So anyways, we're going to get rid of the last of the rocket launchers. This rocket launcher on the right is damaged. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 1 and 2 into there. We're going to drop Everspark about there. Uh-oh. Now what we're going to do is kind of the same thing. We're going to wait a second or two. Then we're going to flare. Uh-oh, flared the wrong thing. Meant to flare that and hack that. There we go. Double hack coming out. So don't flare the SIMO. Do flare the rocket launcher. Throw your smokes early, wait a couple seconds, then flare the rocket launcher and shock the SIMO. Easy way to deal with SIMOs. I say easy, but really it's not super duper easy. Anyways, it does help. Your smokes are going to last longer than your shocks, so throwing your smokes early, then you get in and deal with the SIMO. No big deal whatsoever. So we can shock all of this stuff on the right-hand side with 1 shock. And we can just kind of walk in here, I think. That's my general plan. Might not go super duper well. If you're wondering why I'm just retreating without sending troops in, you might be new to the channel. I don't recommend doing that. I'm just trying to make it so the people who don't have instant training can do these attacks without having to worry about losing a whole bunch of troops. Trying to make this as simple as possible so that anyone out there who has XP 37 can follow these attacks. Now we're going to bring all of our troops underneath these smokes, hoping to sneak past that Doom Cannon, which we managed to do. We're going to go right about there, getting a nice fat smoke to get all of our stuff. Now, I'm not going to shock that Doom Cannon. It's probably going to be a bad idea, but what the heck. Let's just get 2 shocks out here. We'll get the Doom Cannon, and then what we're going to do is we're going to move right to about there and then re-smoke. Scary stuff. We got one more shock. I'm going to flare there. This means that we can shock all the rest of this stuff right about there like that. Getting rid of the shock blaster, getting rid of the doom cannon, and then running the heck away just like that. Only losing a couple troops. Forgot about the laser. Should have probably thrown the smoke there with all my extra GBE, but you get the basic idea. If you have the gunboat energy or instant training, or you're patient and can wait for troops to load, or lots of diamonds to spend, I suppose, just clear all that stuff. Retreating is silly. I only do it to try and save some of my troops, because your troops are far less effective when you have no GBE left over. So now we can go right to about here. Gonna hang out for a sec, farm a little bit of gunboat energy, just living super, super dangerously, or somewhat dangerously anyways. And then we're going to go 1-2 right into there, always using 2 smokes to get our troops into the kill zone. And now SIMO is going to kill Brick. Almost definitely. Look at that. Called it. Brick dead. Wasted gunboat energy on battle orders. So that was less than ideal, to say the least. And now we're going to hopefully get that last. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now we should be able to clear utterly everything in here, just getting rid of all of those grabblers, getting rid of the flamethrowers. Hopefully could really, really use one more shock, but I think we're going to be okay. We got rid of the important stuff while we were there. Now, hopefully that SIMO goes away, that last grabbler goes away. I realize that they're called grapplers with P's, not with B's, but for some reason my brain is just broken when it comes to that sort of stuff. Probably those machine guns are going to be a bit of a pain. So next up, we'll just get rid of that grappler right there, and then we'll just run away. Again, I realize this is a little bit dicey running away when we only have 1 attack left, but would really, really like to have Brick available and on our side for this last attack. So running away, wasting some troops, wasting some attacks. Again, I don't necessarily recommend that, but as you saw there, Brick died very early on, so be very careful. Maybe drop Brick a little bit later on. I did not plan that at all. So this should be fairly straightforward, and if it's not, we are going to fail. So it all comes down to this, my friends. I don't recommend leaving it to the 5th attack. The 5th attack should be a free. I always, always, always do a core hit on the 4th attack. For whatever reason, I decided not to do that this time. So right about now, you see how we haven't dropped Brick? That can work out very well for you. That we don't have to roll out Brick hitting a boom mine or something ridiculous like that. And now, what we're going to do is we're going to smoke right into there. I realize that we don't really have to smoke, but I just find that getting all of your troops in underneath the smoke, they all come out firing at the exact same time. So I always try to smoke next to some sort of defensive building. You get more oomph out of your battle orders, you get more oomph out of your troops. And now in theory, we should have this puppy down. Some of our troops are going to go off to the left-hand side, which is not going to be the worst thing because it's all flamethrowers over there, but eventually we're going to have to bring them back because not ideal, as you can see, because those rockets over there start to come into play. Now, I did not check the size of this shield. Probably should have brought Everspark for her critters just to get rid of that one sniper tower that is going to keep fighting the war of attrition against us, trying to get all of our zookas. But I think we're out of range, are we? Tough to tell with those. Yeah, we are out of range. Nope, we're not out of range. Those snowflakes coming across the face of that sniper tower making things a little bit confusing to see, but we are definitely losing troops still. More importantly, that shield is being melted by our zookas. That is one thing that zookas do incredibly, incredibly well, is melting all of the things. So we got 2 minutes. We should be able to get this down. That sniper tower is hopefully going to be out of range soon. No, it's coming in hot and heavy, taking out troops one by one. This is going to be a little bit closer than I would have liked. Probably should have moved slightly to the left, maybe over to like the center of that left-hand side flamethrower or whatever, machine gun I guess it was. But I think we're safe now. Yes. Okay, so sniper tower out of range. Zookas have a minute 41, should be able to burn that. Hopefully you guys have watched all of my details for HQ24. there are not a lot of details. I will be completely and utterly upfront with you. There are some prep steps that you should take into account. Someone accused me of clickbait, and I'm like, I don't understand. HQ 25 prep. That is all you need to know. As there is some prep for HQ 25 you can be doing right now. It will make things far, far easier for you when it drops, assuming that you are HQ 24. And even if you're HQ 16, some of the details in there are very, very useful and helpful. So down goes War Factory. Just come sa boom shaka laka. I don't know how to say that in French, but nonetheless, War Factory, anyone who is XP 37 or higher should be able to take that one down. You saw that I didn't use troops on my first 2 or 3 attacks, so you should be able to just go in there and crush that. A little bit of smoke skill needed, most definitely. This task force, my friends, is full. Junior 9 is full. We have openings below in Infant 9 and Novice 9 and above in Delta 9. So if you're looking for a task force spot, do check the description. Otherwise, I'm going to pause and come back in like 7.5 seconds. If you're wondering why that god-awful pause, it's not just because I love the Speed Serum music. Every time I show my Supercell ID, someone tries to hack my account, and I really don't want my account to get hacked. So what we're going to do now is we are going to load many, many Clone Riflemen. I tried to go to the loadout thing, but of course you can't use troop loadouts on proto troops, unfortunately. Someone in my video yesterday said that they lose their tokens overnight. I had 945 yesterday. I still have 945. So no, you don't lose your hero tokens. You can upgrade your troops. It all comes down to what level they're at. And let's just check the rewards on Miss Gearhart here. So the rewards on Gearhart are pretty darn good as far as maxing your proto troops. It just seems like the Dr. T events don't give enough potentially. Otherwise, everything is all good. Hammerman gives a good amount. It's just Dr. T, it seems. So anyways, problem is Dr. T happens 4 times a week. So let's get in here. I am just going to go with Mr. Bullet. Bullet's going to hopefully distract all of the things. Probably not. Spoiler alert. This is going to be ugly because those grapplers are going to grapple and the rest of our stuff is going to get shot in the face, and this is not going to be pretty. I do not recommend this attack strategy at all. It just had to be done. So I'm going to go something like this and then like all of this. Grapplers are going to grab Mr. Bullet. Bullet's going to do all of the things that we need Bullet to do. And then it's just a matter of keeping Mr. Bullet alive at this point. I don't know how long he's going to be able to last. Your Clone Riflemen, you cannot flare them. So they're going to be just following their just full-on zombie brains, trying to figure out where the heck to go. Bullet's going to keep on keeping on. And then we're going to shock over here. You're noticing that I'm being very careful not to shock the lasers. If you shock lasers, they then retarget as soon as they come unshocked, and you definitely don't want that to happen because then they'll start to target your Clone Riflemen. So Clone Riflemen doing a decent job, actually. I did not expect this to get nearly this far. Our troops are coming in hot and heavy, getting in and amongst all of these machine guns and flamethrowers, and I am utterly amazed by this. This is going way, way better than I would have ever dreamed of. And if we can pull off the Clone Rifleman solo, my mind is going to explode a little bit. So right about now, we need to get rid of that rocket launcher. Otherwise, look at these Clone Riflemen just crushing all of the things. This is full-on ridiculous mode right now. I thought there was 0% chance of happening. This attack is quickly becoming the highlight of my day. This is utterly and completely amazing. Look at this. I don't think that we can actually pull these guys back away from everything. I don't think we have enough firepower to burn through this entire shield, but this is insane. The fact that we managed to walk through all of this stuff, machine guns, shock blasters, lasers, SIMO's rocket launchers using nothing but clone riflemen is mind-blowing to me right now. These guys aren't super duper powerful, but yeah. And I do have the, what is that called? The Rifleman Tribe boosted. And we're going to try and flare back, get some of these guys back, see which one of them are actual riflemen compared to the clone riflemen. And I am amazed right now. Like, look at these guys go. We are going to pull off the clone rifleman bullet solo with grapplers and SIMOs. OMG. That is all I got for you. I wish I had more excitement, more brain popping moments here for you, but I'm amazed. This is utterly crazy, and I'm just gonna shut up now because I have nothing good, nothing over the top, nothing, no other way to describe this beyond the mind blown emoji. Now it's gonna be close though. I mean, please, please burn that shield. We should have checked how much health was on that shield from the get-go, but when I said not to copy this, I clearly was wrong. Go ahead, copy this attack, pull this attack off. This is unboosted. I think I've got 4 troop damage, 6 GBE, I believe. Let's get some more critters out there. This is going to be fairly close. Closer than I would have liked. Let's go. 25 seconds. We got this. In the bag. Clone Rifleman. No reloads. Full-on ridiculous mode. That was amazing. Find me a better way to clear Beat War Factory. I don't mean easier. I mean find me a better way than that. That was probably the best War Factory attack in the history of War Factory. I am glad you guys were here to share it with me, because if I would have done that by myself, it would have been super lonely. So that was awesome. Let's share that with the task force as well. Let's go something like that. One more quick note. If we come over here and have a quick peek see, you'll see that my clone riflemen have leveled up. They are now level 24. That is fantastic. They're slightly stronger, slightly better. Don't sleep on clone riflemen. Do use them anywhere you possibly can. That is all for me. I shall talk to you mañana. Thanks for coming in. I'm zmoT. Peace.